Won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah, 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Hey y'all, sorry. What's going on? Good morning. I gotta stop drinking these Sprites. I'm about to stop drinking them. Anyway, good morning. How y'all doing? Y'all get up in here. Like the video. Yeah, we're a little early today. Sorry about that, guys. I got some other stuff going on. I told y'all I'm trying to transition to this full time. So the times are gonna be all over the place. Please just work with me. Sorry. Shout out to everybody in the building. You guys get the likes up on the video. We have a show today. Girl, where's my notebook? Girl, my notebook way over there. Let me give y'all a little commercial break so y'all can like the video. Hold on. Do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I have a few honorable mentionable things I want to talk about, and then we gonna come back really quickly and handle this. Who I want to get on here? I need some more let's get TT Maxine. Hold on.
Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let him see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again.
Showed you the ID. I showed it to you.
So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the ID.
Could you let me see the ID again? Huh?
No.
No? Will someone else ask him for the ID? Will you ask him for it? He won't let me see it again. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. They didn't see it.
I didn't say it. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Yes, it is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Y'all. Yes, look at William. You do what? Yes, that's the whole thing. Every time somebody say something out of pocket or out the way, everybody on here, whenever you in real life, somebody say something out of pocket or out of the way, say, you do what? So listen. Few honorable mentions. Wait, before we get into the honorable mentions, let's get to why we're here. I wrote it down. Dagger Kandi girl has a girl, allegedly, but we're gonna get into it. I always knew she was a man. I always knew Baritone Burruss wants a man. See, y'all, she fooled y'all when she said, every man wants a woman. Yeah, she forgot to say every woman wants a woman. See, people out here thinking Tide, no, she shan Tide. No, Tide shan Baritone Burruss. But we gonna get into it. Boosie Bad, you know what? He had a show. He got Boosie Bad. He do in Louisiana every year. But I guess this year he wanted to give back to Caleb Wilson's name and do a foundation in his name. And the family said, not today. Don't play with my child. Trick Daddy called Zeus Network the Poking Beans Project. And sorry, I'll stop him when he starts lying. And then 23andMe, the hoax. I first saw that whole situation when I was catching the tail end of Dane Calloway's live yesterday about the 23andMe thing. But you know what's crazy though, bro? Outside of Dane, me, Top Cats, you know, it's been a lot of us saying, hey, bro, don't do them DNA tests, bro. We've been saying it, yeah. A whole bunch of people on YouTube. We've been saying, hey, bro, something about them DNA tests ain't right, bro. There's no way they could give you your ancestry because who are they testing this stuff? We said a whole lot. Yes, we did. And it turns out they done went bankrupt, and now they finding out they selling all y'all data, not y'all, but whoever took the test, the data and information. Now, this is not a dig to the people who took the test, but it's a dig to the one who was windmilling behind the test. That's what my dig is to. To the ones who got the windmilling behind the test, that segment of the live is for you. So put that to the side, button that up. We'll come back to that, but I have a few honorable mentions. The first honorable mention, well, let's just list them all out because I had seen this and I wanted to bring this up. Mo 3. Now, I asked y'all in the chat yesterday, was he a menace to society? And I got a lot of ones that say he was, but then I had a bunch of 1.5s. To all of the 1.5s, you a lie and the truth ain't in you. I did some research yesterday, and that little stubby, you know what, was a menace to not only society, to the world, and everything else. We're gonna get into that. And then I also want to mention what's the boy name? Funky. So Funky, Dineva, that is, must have had it on his mind yesterday, and he ends up going off on Michelle AT Alien inside Chicago. Okay, those are the two honorable mentions that I want to talk about. But let's start with the first honorable mention, Mo 3. Now, I don't know the little nigga. Didn't know nothing about him except the song when he say, everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner, or whatever he be saying, or something like that. And then all his songs be having the bass in it. That's all I knew about the little stubby little thing. Now, rest in peace, I guess. I don't know. But I was what now. This is not to say that Yella Beezy should have popped that little dude. That's not what I'm saying, because that's wrong, and that's why he in jail. Prison is where he's going. However, it seemed to me yesterday, it seemed like the streets is taking care of the streets. And as sure as I got a nose on my face, that's what actually happened. The streets was taking care of the streets, because guess what? I went and did the research to figure out what the whole beef was about between Yella Beezy and Mo 3. And girl, they was talking about how Mo 3 was popping people. I heard what's the boy name? Roy Lee. He had just met Roy Lee, but they was cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Beezy got popped by him, and then he got in the hospital. Yella Beezy was in the hospital talking about, yeah, they got me, but it's gonna take more than 9 shots because I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? And then they said Mo 3 was around there making songs talking about, did I hear about that rapper dude who got popped? Who, whatchamacallem or something like that. And I'm over here saying, oh my God, what is happening? So again, this is not to say that Yella should have popped Mo 3, but I understand. Now, I'm not saying that this is a good thing or a bad thing, because I don't know none of these sure. I think it's good that, I think both of them is where they belong. If you ask me, okay? That's just me. I don't know about everybody else. That's just me. I think they're both where they belong. However, I just didn't too particularly, and I should have knew y'all was full of crap yesterday when I was saying, put a 1 in the chat if what Charleston is saying is true, that he was a menace, or put a 2 in the chat if it's a lie. I ain't getting no 2s, but I had a few 1.5s, and that should have been a red flag to me. But I did the research. Mo 3 was a menace, bigger than Dennis, no Portia. And yeah, I understand the beef now. I understand, because they said, I didn't say it, but allegedly they said that so apparently Mo 3 and the boy Go Yayo was beefing, and then he wanted, what's the other boy name? What's his name? Trap Boy Freddy. That was they partner in between, and he wanted him to beef with Go Yayo because Nana was gonna slap him, and Nana somebody who called down to the studio, but Mo 3 felt like the girl Cuban doll, and the other one set him up. Girl, it's a lot. It was it was a lot. Kelly says 1.5 means he was a menace, but they liked him. Sound about right. It was a lot, but it was messy. Very, very messy. It was like when women get together and have issues, but except without fighting, they just bang it out, like challenge each other to a duel type tease. But yeah, I did the research, and Mo3 was a menace, but again, we'll be following the case, okay? With what's his name? With Yella Beezy. Now Funky Dineva cusses out Michelle, AT Alien, and Tasha K. What done happened? I haven't been following a lot of anybody really. I've really been out here trying to, you know, grind and do my own thing. Oh, this the girl about the hill. Oh, girl, I'm gonna have to call you right back. Hold on. Hello. Hey.
Do your hand like this. Yeah, gotcha. Cause I'm black, niggas the black, the nigga black, niggas the black, the nigga I'm black, niggas the black, the nigga black, the nigga black, the nigga I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown. You got to say, they want the black. Cause I'm black, nigga the black, the black, I can never be white, the white. Shake, if your leg, wiggle, lift your leg, bounce, lift your leg, hustle, lift your leg, if your leg is around, let me see you put your hands up. Let me see you put your, if your leg is around, let me see you put your hands up. Put your hands up, man. Make that booty go round and round. I'm Louis Vuitton Brown. Make that booty go round and round, man, cause I'm Louis Vuitton Brown.
Girl, my bad. I almost done fell. Try to get back to the movie. Girl, I was almost on the ground, girl. Anyways, where was I? So look. So girl, Tasha K done got cussed out by Funky, and he cussed out Michelle ATLian. Now let me say this. We all know that Funky has an issue with Michelle ATLian, and she has an issue with him ever since he moved out of her house, trashed her house, you know, things of that nature. It's been a long time, and I guess they still at it. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, how long are we gonna go with the fish smelling rumors about women? Like, see, this is how you know Funky is a punk. You feel what I'm saying? Can I say that? No, I can say it. I don't care. Funky is a punk. And we're going to get into even more reason why he's a punk, because all of everything is, oh, you stink. What else do you have? Okay, like literally, what else do you have? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you stink. Oh, you just jealous of me. You don't ride better than me. You don't look better than me. You ugly. First of all, Michelle is not ugly. Let's start there first. You ugly. You don't ride better than me. You don't eat better than me. You don't do this better than me. And I'm like, why is it a competition with the better than me's? I'm of confusion. Now again, I'm not saying that Michelle don't drag Junkie, because that's what she called him, Junkie Dineva, and she does. But my thing is this: it's just like, if you've been so-called ignoring her for 10 years, what was the straw to break the camel's back? I don't quite understand that. I really don't. Maybe he was just on one yesterday. I don't know. And Tasha not ugly neither, obviously. So then he goes, his rant about Tasha, whatever. But the part that got me was, he was on there talking about, oh, and when I see her, I'm a slap her. And I'm gonna want to fight her husband. First of all, Funky don't look like he had a fight a day in his life. Funky don't look like he never had a fight a day in his life. Let's start there first. But secondly, now you online threatening to put hands on a woman. And I saw Armand over there talking about he would love to see it. See, this is real punk behavior. If you ever want to know what a punk was, the punks is the gay boys who hang with the girls who forget that they're men and they want to move and maneuver along with the girls. Funky is a punk. And for Armand saying he want to see it, he's a punk too. Okay, you as a man, you are a man, period. I don't care. And to sit up there talking about you're gonna slap somebody, as a man. I ain't never heard none of these punks talking about doing none of this to other men. They always got they little whack suckers talking about putting their hands on other women. And the fact that their fan base is mostly women and they over there, that's right, girl. That's right. I don't blame you, slap them. Y'all some broken bitches too. Y'all broken. Like, you gonna say what you want about the rant. Say how you feel about Tasha. Hell, say what you feel about Michelle. That wasn't the worst part for me. The worst part for me was he really got up there talking about how he gonna put his hands on a woman. And they got a fan base full of women who's eating this up. That is insanitary to me. But ultimately, who am I? I will say this though. It's 2025. People don't play like that. Florida and Georgia are stand your ground laws, or stand your ground states. I'm sorry. Take that information and do with it as you please, because ain't nobody gonna be making no threats to me on those social medias. And then when I see them, you feel what I'm saying? I'm supposed to just wait for the threat to take hold. Feel how you want to feel. He could feel how you want to feel about Michelle. He could feel how you want to feel about Tasha. But to sit up there and threaten violence and have all those women in the chat, you know, there are some black women who worship men in all forms. Gay, straight, TS. They just have them. You know what I'm saying? And it's a subconscious thing, and most of them don't realize it. And they would rather sit down and laugh and kiki about a man talking about slapping a woman. First of all, Funky don't look like he could really swing hard. You know what I mean? But ultimately, for them to sit in these chats and this is no shade. This is no shade. This is no shade. This is why when it comes to the people that I deal with, or that I not even deal with, but that too, but that I follow on YouTube or I'm subscribed to, it's really not none of the punks. Because it'll be stuff like that that'll blow me. It'll be stuff like that that'll blow me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool, Joe's drag, whatever. And some of that can even be a bit much. But now you over there talking about putting your hands on a woman. Now, what if Tasha go get a real nigga to bat the piss out Funky? Then all of the Funky bunch gonna be feeling some type of way. Like, for real. Like, y'all forget, Juvenile said it best, a bitch will get you killed. That's the way I think. Y'all forget that women be in the middle of a lot of dudes getting stepped up, getting set up. I'm sorry. Like, it be women in the middle of that. It be women orchestrating that. I don't know if they knew that. You know what I'm saying? What if Tasha feels some type of way? And I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying how my brain be thinking. Okay, you done came on social media. You done came on YouTube and said you was going to bat me. So what if I get a real nigga to bat the piss out you? And then tape it. And then put it on the internet. And then I react to it like, I don't know what happened. Oh my God, it's Funky, okay? You see what I'm saying? But again, it's the punks that like to go against girls, but don't have nothing to say to women. And that's the problem I have. That's why I never really cared for the punks. You know what I'm saying? I love all people. I love gay people. But the punks, I never want to be their friends. And they messy. It's just too much. It's just too much. And I don't really too particularly like dealing in those spaces, but I did want to bring that up again. Say what you want about Michelle. Y'all can have y'all back and forth all day. Hell, say what you want about Tasha. But to get up here and say you gonna slap somebody, see the way my connections be set up, you'll get slapped before you see me to slap me. You get it? That's just the way my connection set up. The way my connection set up. See, I be done just in random conversation be saying, oh, this punk say he gonna slap me. And the person I'm talking to will be like, who he is, where he at, I'll go catch it for you. You feel what I'm saying? That's just the way my connections be set up. But that was back in the day. I'm not like that no more. But I'm just saying, you gotta watch what you say on this social media, please. You really have to watch what you say on the social media place. Because, baby, the social media, when you log out and in the live, you don't know what's going to happen in real life. I do not condone, and any woman who do condone, whether you like Tasha or not, whether you like Michelle or not, any woman condone a man talking about putting his hands on a woman. And this is the hypocrisy of it all. They be the main women sitting up there talking about, protect black women. Oh, this person don't like black women. Oh, this person just want to battle black women. But you following the person who literally talks about putting hands and feet on another black woman because he posted a photo of him sitting on a toilet, ill, and Tasha K posted his baseboards was dirty. Let's really be clear about it. Every single photo Funky has ever posted of any dwelling place that he has, it looks nasty. It looked like it smells stale in there. It looked like it smelled like the trash ain't been put out. Let's really be honest. So you can't get mad because you sharing your life and what you think is normal, and then people who are not dirty like that looking at that like ew. Like I remember the time he posted himself laying in the bed, and I couldn't help but pan around and look around the room and be like, ew. Like, you know what I mean? See, us clean folks, we don't, you know what I mean? We catch on to stuff like that real quickly. So it's just, you put it out there. You mad because she said you got dirty baseboards? Like, come on, man. Again, say what you want, do what you want. I'm just saying, watch the threats on people on the social media place. Because if Tasha really was dirty, Tasha really could have hit up YouTube and said, oh, he's threatening violence, and could have got his whole page swiped. Like, let's really be clear about that. You cannot threaten people on YouTube. That literally violates the community guidelines. Tasha could have got on the YouTube, and she know the people. She could have called up the YouTube. Hey, YouTube girl, what's going on? Oh, nothing. Yeah, this content creator just threatened to slap me. That's community violations. Can you get him up off here? Yeah, girl. Oh my God, that's horrible. We'll have him up in 5 minutes. Thank you. She could have done that, but see, Tasha not gonna do that, and I wouldn't do it either. I would let the streets handle itself. You feel me? But you cannot get on here talking about putting your hands on people. You just cannot. Okay? Period. That's all I want to say about it. Again, the back and forth is one thing, but threatening people, I don't too particularly like that. And I don't care who it is. It could be somebody I don't like Just Hilarious. And I've come to Just Hilarious defense behind the same thing. I don't care who it's about. Any man I'm looking at talking about putting his hands on a woman, I don't care if you gay, straight, up or down. That's wrong, and I'm gonna say something about it, okay? And that's another thing. Love said it. She says threatening a woman and talk about a woman's hygiene is down bad. Can I say this from the outside looking in? Because I'm not one of the punks. But I'm gonna say this from the outside looking in as a woman. Whenever a gay man talk about a woman's stink, immediately I feel like he lying. It's almost like when a woman get mad with her nigga and say your thing small. It's just like, girl, okay, now. Can't be that small, girl. You was there. It's like, it's the go-to, you know, it's the go-to insult. Oh, she stink. It's the go-to. Like, y'all don't have nothing else to come up with. It's the go-to insult of she stink. That's why y'all wonder why I have a problem with the term fish, because they really be disrespecting you to your face. You just don't catch it because they sitting up there acting like, oh, it's just a term that us girls use, us gay girls use, us gay guys use. They disrespecting you to your face. That's why I don't particularly care for the term fish. But yeah, that's the go-to insult. Oh, she stank. How would you know? How would you know? You don't even like Cooch to get down there to see. How do you know? Child. Did y'all know douching was originally created for prostitutes? I saw something about that. That it was originally created for prostitutes. I said, it sound about right, because you know all the traffic in and out. All right, let's move on. Let's get into the show, girl. Who I want to start with? Okay, let's go get Boosie and Caleb Wilson, the whole situation. Y'all say Funky is acting strange. I don't know what's going on with Funky. I really don't. I haven't been watching him, to be completely honest. I don't know what's going on, but whatever it is, he might be going through a little something. Love. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Aisha M, thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. Divine Empress, thank you for the super chat. Boo, I sent you the info on LL Cool J saying he's a Jackson, Tito's Jackson son. Hit the like button, dollhouse. Love you, boo. Yes, I saw that. I saw him talking about how I didn't know if he was serious or not, though. I was like, is this a joke? Like, is he joking? I'm not sure. I'm really, really, really not sure. But yeah, I saw it. Thank you so much, Divine Empress. Nicole Smith, thank you for the super chat. When Ski Slopes was talking trash about Michelle, not Ski Slopes, about Michelle calling her fat, ugly, and jealous, I turned off. And that's the thing. And again, because listen. Here we go. Hold on, Nicole. Hold on. See, it's the gaslighting for me. Steve Lee Phillips, baby, please don't click on ever again. Don't ever click on again. I'm literally talking about how a man, rather gay or straight, was talking about putting his hands on a woman, and I called him a punk because that's punk behavior. And you want to gaslight me and say I'm homophobic? Are you okay? It don't matter. It was rhetorical. I don't really want to know. Don't ever click on again. Tell a friend. Don't ever click on my channel again. You will not gaslight me to make me seem like I'm wrong for saying that Funky was wrong as a man to talk about putting his hands on people. Don't come back. Don't come back, Stevie Lee Phillips. I didn't even know you existed either. You never comment, so don't come back. I won't miss you. Don't come back. You're not about to gaslight me. You're not about to gaslight me. Go to your fellow punk friend and tell him stop threatening women, and then come back and we'll discuss the so-called homophobia. And I'm so glad, you know what, this is the one thing I'm glad about Trump. Trump has put an end to all of this. As soon as you disagree with me, you phobic. Thank you, Trump. I'm so tired of y'all coming on here. As soon as you have a disagreement, you're this phobic, you're that phobic. Ain't nobody homophobic. I don't have a fear of nothing and nobody. Let's really start there first. Secondly, because I disagree, now I'm homophobic to you, good. Call me homo and phobic. I don't give a damn. Good. Just don't come back. Stevie Lee Phillips, you didn't have to type that. All you had to do was just log out. That's all you had to do. See, but this is what they do. They'd rather come over here and tell me I'm homophobic for responding to a man saying that he gonna put his hands on a woman, then go to that man and say, hey, bro, I understand you have an issue, but threatening her to put hands on her, that's messed up. See, y'all, and that's what I be talking about. Bye. I don't care. Bye. Don't ever come back. Duck ass. Bye. The fuck? Bye. I don't care. Fuck out of here. Go back to your fellow punk friend and tell him what I see. That's what you do. I'm never coming back. Oh, you so femme. Ew. Get off of here. Anyway, let's move on to where I was going. Let's get to Lil Boosie. And Caleb Wilson, girl. I mean, it's the gaslighting for me. I hate for them up because they spit in my face and tell me it's raining. You crazy? Are you okay, fool? So apparently, y'all, Lil Boosie, damn, where is that? I hate when this thing does this. All right, so apparently Lil Boosie is trying to do a Boosie bash, right? Now this is the gag. In said Boosie bash, he honestly, and I'm gonna be for real. I don't think Boosie had malice intent with what he was trying to do. I really and truly don't. But ultimately, Boosie has Boosie Bash in Louisiana every single year. All right, so in said Boosie Bash, Boosie starts to talk about how he want to do a scholarship fund for Caleb Wilson. And in said scholarship fund, he wants to give back to, students and put it in. He had Caleb Wilson's name in it. Let me say this, bro. As it pertains to Boosie and what his intentions was, I really don't think he was doing anything malice or, intentionally trying to be negative. I really do think he thought he was doing a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, legally and professionally, he probably didn't go about it clearly all the way the right way. And that's simply because the mama came out and said, the lies you tell, you will not be using my son to sell tickets to Boosie Bash. Now, I want to say this. While I agree with the mama, he should have gotten everybody's consent. Ma'am, I don't think he need Caleb Wilson's name to sell tickets to Boosie Bash, because honestly, and y'all know I'm not a fan of Boosie, but honestly, Boosie has been doing Boosie Bash for how many years? And he's never, ever, 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 ever had an issue selling tickets to Boosie Bash. I just want to say that part, okay? This is no shade, no tea. I'm just being completely honest. Boosie ain't never in his one time of life had an issue selling tickets to Boosie Bash. So I don't think necessarily that is the case. I truly don't. Now, a lot of people might say, but Voodoo, you don't know. And maybe I don't. But I'm just telling you right now, I've just never known him to have issues selling tickets to Boosie Bash. Now, again, the lady child just passed. Maybe she's still, in her bereavement era, her bereavement time. I understand. I'm not here to judge her for that. Only thing I'm saying is, I just think that it's a huge misunderstanding on all parts. That's what I think. That's what I'll say. But the lady is on here talking about, why can't I get to my stories? I hate when this happens. The lady is on here talking about how, let me see, search, explore, reels, messages, notifications, create profile. I'm trying to get to my story, and I hate when I get to this desktop. Here we go. And I can't get to him. So, like I said, I agree with the parent. You do have to get permission. You can't just like jump off the porch like, oh, this one I'm gonna do. I gotta be completely honest there. But ultimately, I think it's just a big misunderstanding. I really do. I really and truly do. Y'all get the likes up on the video. I cannot get to my story. I hate that. What the pluck? Like, what do I? Hold on, y'all. Let me just see where I had it at. And I'll just go straight to it. I hate when I can't do that. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. For some odd reason, when I'm on this desktop, I cannot get to my stories. The shade room. Let me just go over there. Get the likes up on the video. All right, so I'm pulling up the video now of Boosie having issues with the family. And again, I don't know. I understand both sides. Because if it's my child, don't put my child name on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Unless you get permission from me. Some people say he got permission from the daddy. I don't know that to be true. I don't know. I really and truly don't know. Here we go. All right, we got it. Hold on. I don't know it to be true, but the mama came out and said the lies you tell are not with my son's name. And I can't really be mad at the mama. Alicia said there's nothing positive about Boosie Bash, so I can see. That's true too. You know what? I never looked at it from that point of view, Alicia. Alicia says there's nothing positive about Boosie Bash, so I can see why the family don't want to be affiliated. One year, they was at Boosie Bash shoving cucumbers up each other. Now, was that Boosie Bash or was that the, because I remember that. I thought that was a house party. But either way, I understand. I wouldn't want my child's name associated with it either. I get it. I never even thought about it like that, Aaliyah. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So, okay. Let's get into the situation where Boosie's promoting this scholarship fund in the name of Caleb Wilson. Professionally and legally, like I said, it's certain things you just have to do the proper way, and Boosie didn't do that.
Boosie Bash kicked off at Southern University. Boosie confirmed to WBRZ on Friday that he had plans to use the funds from Boosie Bash for a scholarship dedicated to Caleb Wilson. Wilson died in an alleged hazing incident back in February. According to Attorney General Liz Murrell, Wilson's family says they had no knowledge that their son's name and image was being used to promote the music festival.
Their understanding was that Boosie wanted to contribute and start a scholarship fund at the school, and she put some money towards starting a scholarship. That was the extent of the conversation that they had with him. More than a week ago, and no one ever asked them or even mentioned this event, and no one ever asked them if they could use his name and image to promote the event.
But on Friday, Boosie talked with WBRZ and confirmed he was working with both Wilson's family and the Human Jukebox.
And I know that you are launching a foundation.
The 6th annual Boosie Bash kicked off.
Yeah, we're going to try to do something positive because I'm grateful for his dad and all the people who made this work. But, we're going to do something special for him because, it's a life lost too short.
Merle says she intends to take legal action for the misuse of Wilson's name for profit.
It's a dramatic misrepresentation of and misappropriation of Caleb's name and image to support a for-profit event.
We reached out to Boosie's team, who were not available for an interview. They did say they are aware of the Attorney General's statement and do have plans to respond. Merle says her work starts Monday.
All right. So
an apology.
And I think the promoters just saw an opportunity to promote the event on the backs of people who just suffered an unimaginable loss.
Of scholars.
All right. So that was the Attorney General. So this is the thing. First of all, Louisiana is still a red state and a racist state. Let's start there first. Secondly, that was the Attorney General who's talking about taking legal action against Boosie. Now, somebody at the top of the comments said, but they won't sue the school who had their son unalive. Great point and touche. Great point and touche. Now, if Boosie's saying that he was in touch with the family, but yet the mama and other people came out said that he wasn't, I was really of confusion because I'm just like, well, then somebody's lying somewhere. Now, they do have a point. Boosie's concert is, yes, that's a clear lady, of course. This is Baton Rouge. Yes, of course. Listen, Boosie's concert is a for-profit event. It's not like the event is a non-profit event, even though I told y'all that's the easiest way to steal, allegedly. But what they're saying is you're making money off of this event. Attaching Caleb Wilson's name to it can make you more profit. Even though Boosie is saying, hey, I'm going to take this money and make a scholarship for other people who, for other kids who may need a leg up in school or whatever. They're sitting up here saying because it's a for-profit event, legally and professionally, we don't know what kind of money you're going to generate from just mentioning his name. And then we don't know if you're going to put it all toward what you say you're going to put it for. So typically nonprofit and for-profit don't normally go together because there's too much of a gray area between them. You know what I mean? So legally, I understand that. Professionally, I understand that. The thing is, too, this is still Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge is a clear ran city. It is the capital of Louisiana, but the Clears own it. The Clears run it. Okay? And the Clears do not like Negroes at all. Why you think C Murder can't never come home? The Clears do not like Negroes. The Clears don't like nobody, to be honest. See, y'all get on here and y'all see them doing the jigging and all of that at Mardi Gras, and they be like, oh, one thing about Louisiana, we all family. No, we're not. No, we're not. We are not family. Don't let nobody from the state of Louisiana, I don't care what part of Louisiana they're from, tell you that the Negroes and the Clears are kumbayaing in Louisiana. I don't care if it's New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, Shreveport, St. Charles, Lake Charles, I'm sorry. I don't care what they lying. They lying. They lying. The Clears be over here. The Negroes be over there. When it's time to jig and dance or maybe eat, they may come together. But right after the song is off, they back like this. Do not let them people tell you that. They don't rock with Boosie. Remember also, Boosie be the case out there with the Marlo Mike situation. Okay? Them people really don't like that. Okay? Ultimately, if Boosie had the support from the family and all that stuff, he probably should have had it in writing or had some type of contract written up where they all agree on whatever terms, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. But other than that, the AG coming out saying that she's gonna sue you, it's just like it's par for the course. This is what they do. Louisiana is not what you think it is. Do not let the TikToks and Instagrams fool you. The Clears do not like Negroes at all. They don't. They don't. They're very good at acting like they like the Negroes. Because again, music and food is involved and entertainment. You know, they can't live amongst themselves. But at the end of the day, they don't rock with Negroes, especially in a country like Baton Rouge. So yeah, it sounds about right. But Boosie, I feel like legally and professionally, you went about it the wrong way. I don't think Boosie was trying to be negative. I really don't. I don't think that Boosie really was trying to, do some under the table stuff. I don't think. You know what I'm saying? But it just is what it is. So Boosie responds. Let's get to that. Boosie responds, and this is what he had to say. It's sad for this lawyer family to say I promoted my event off someone passing. He said my event was promoted on Eventbrite since November 14th. This incident happened a week before my event was to take place. How the hell can I, he said can I capitalize off someone's death for a concert? That ain't me. A death of a student won't help a concert. It would hurt a concert. I was asked to help the situation, and that's what I was doing once I made it home. But for all y'all to say that y'all are taking legal action against someone who is trying to help y'all is a slap in my face and completely wrong. When keeping it real goes wrong, shake my head. Baton Rouge, I'm done. Another money grab. This is the ultimate betrayal. Shake my head. See, a lot of people don't know. One of the reasons why Boosie moved out of Baton Rouge is because of that case. But number two, because them people was on his ass. Okay. Boosie, them clears in Louisiana will never let you forget that you ran off on the plug and you got off on that case. Them people want your head, bro. They do. Just go through to Southern, do your little Boosie bash and go home, bro. Them people, and I don't even care for Boosie. You know what I'm saying? I do not care for Boosie. Let's really be clear about that. But I have to be honest when it's time to be honest. They are trying to get him any which way they can. And I don't believe that he had ill intentions when he did the whole, thing. I just think that it was professionally done wrong. So yeah, unfortunately, Boosie, they on your ass. Get your attorneys. It's gonna cost you some more money, but get your attorneys to do what you got to do, because they on you. And yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Shake my head, all this stuff. Just do your Boosie bash and go home. Just do your Boosie bash and go home. Okay. Hold on. Chosen One says, I watched Funky last night and he wasn't wrong. He just had enough. Michelle has been going for him for 10 years. He responded at all until last night. The same with Tasha K. Y'all have to watch. No, and I agree with that, Chosen One. Chosen One, I agree. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have responded. I don't even care about him dragging both of them. I mean, the fish thing, I think is cheap, but whatever. I really don't care about that. I think my biggest issue with Funky was saying that he was going to slap Tasha. You're a man. That's a woman. I think that's my biggest drawback from everything Funky did. You are a man sitting on here talking about putting your hands on a woman. You lame as hell for that. And that part I don't agree with. But all the other stuff, like I said, they can go back and forth till the cows come home, child. It was the putting the hands on the girl. That was the part for me. You know what I'm saying? But nah, you're right. Because I liked Michelle A.T.L.N., but she been calling him Junkie Dineva for 10 years. No cap. She has. And whatever situation he got with Tasha, that's between him and Tasha. But putting your hands, threatening people, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's move on. I want to get to Trick Daddy calling Zeus Network the Poking Bean. Well, stop him when he starts lying. And let me say this. I am a person who literally, I do all of the baddies teas. That's what I do. I'm a baddies girl. I review the show. Let me get because I don't know where it's at. I can't find it on here. It's on Baller Alert. Let me see. Yeah, it's on Baller Alert. So Trick Daddy does a podcast. And on said podcast, Trick Daddy speaks about reality TV. Now, in his rant about reality TV, he talks about Zeus Network. And he says Zeus Network is the Pork and Beans Project. He's not lying. Now, don't get me wrong. All of this reality TV is the Pork and Beans. Let's really be clear about that. But he's talking about this is the worst part of the Pork and Beans, I guess, that you can get as it pertains to reality TV, because like he said, all they do is fight. He's not lying, y'all. He's not lying. All they do is fight. I don't even know if they ever had a storyline ever. Like, I really don't. But he came on here. He said what he said or whatever, and we about to get into it. A lot of people may not like it, but he's telling the guys honest truth. Hold on.
Network. They like the projects. Damn. What they do? They'll do number fight. a bunch of Botox bitches, fake teeth, fake jewelry, fake ass, titties, a lot of surgery marks on TV fighting. What else? What do they do? That's the projects. I know. My mama had 11 kids in the project. I know what the projects is. I'm from the Poker Bean Project. Them hoes belong in the Poker Bean Project. Telling you right now. The old Poker Bean Project.
He said the old pocket.
I'm telling you.
So you said Zeus is the projects.
That's ghetto when it comes to reality TV.
Some would say that love and hip hop, because y'all throwing water at each other.
That's all you're gonna do on there.
Okay.
That's what them people want to say.
Except my homegirl shot him over that BB gun. That was Zeus Network.
Can I say this before I let him finish? Zeus Networks is definitely the old Pork and Beans Project, but Love and Hip Hop is still the hood. Love and Hip Hop is the Section 8. We're not about to do that. I'm not coming in defense of Zeus Network, because Zeus Network is literally the old Saint Bernard, the old Calio, the old Melphamine, the old Pork and Beans, the old, the old project. I'm talking about like right after it used to be good. Zeus Network is definitely that. But Love and Hip Hop is Section 8. So it's kind of like the same people in different locations. I'm not about to let, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm not about to let you just, honestly, Real Housewives used to be the suburbs, but now they like lower middle class. Real Housewives used to be the suburbs. Now they like lower, depending on the show, but lower to middle class. Lower middle class to what's now that's TV? Oh, girl. I don't know. They the back end of the Pork and Beans. I don't know. Yeah, Trey. Look, Trey said Love and Hip Hop is Section 8 in a new development. Yeah, you know what I mean? We're not about to do that. We're not about to. But hey, I love them all. I am a connoisseur of the Love and Hip Hop and the doggone and the baddie. So I think I feel like I have a good bird's eye view to say what's what. Yes, Zeus Network is the Poke and Bean Project, the old Poke and Beans. Yes, when you go back there, don't go back there without somebody you know, because you might get popped. Don't get me wrong. But Love and Hip Hop, you still need the same amount of security. Like we not about to. I'm just saying, it's just like, it just look different because they in houses at Love and Hip Hop, but over there in on Zeus Network, they in the buildings, in the brick buildings with the concrete walls and the concrete floors. Y'all know what I'm talking about with the popcorn concrete walls. Don't act crazy. We done all either been in the project, come out of the project, or we know somebody at the project. Y'all know the concrete walls, the popcorn concrete walls. You know what I mean when I say popcorn concrete? Put the one in the chat. If you hood, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, y'all ever seen popcorn ceilings? Well, in the project, the walls be popcorn, but they concrete. So like it's hard. Listen, we're not about to do like that now. Come on now. We all know it. We can't be ashamed of it now. We all, well, not all, but a lot of us know what I'm talking about. All right, let's get back into what he had to say. Yeah, girl. Floors be cold as hell, huh?
Historic. I loved that. I loved it when she shot the ass with that BB gun.
Do y'all be having security on set?
That's all. They be standing right by you. They be standing right by you. I don't do that though. I don't do that on TV. If I want to fuck you up, I swear to God, they're not gonna know it. By the time I get on your ass, I'm gonna be kicked off the show and they're gonna be paying you a settlement. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. I am not gonna let them know. Like, I'm not gonna tell the producer, oh, I want to film with such and such. Because all they're gonna be doing, they're gonna keep us separated. And it's gonna be a big ass nigga standing behind you. Before you get up, he gonna grab you. And you're gonna look like a goofy.
You're gonna be close enough, but not too close.
Not right.
Oh man.
Zeus Network gonna let them hoes punch each other in the eye, kick each other, period. Them hoes be kicking each other, period on.
But that's what they want to see, though. That's what people want to see. The young
But
generation.
so with that being said, I'm not interested in that story.
Oh,
I
Trick.
love that type of woman.
Mm-hmm.
If you sitting there watching baddies, you ain't my type of bitch.
It's the irony. If you watching baddies, you ain't my type of bitch. Wait, what? So what kind of bitch you want a little somewhat classy bitch? I'm confused. I'm of confusion. Girl, Trick is crazy.
No, I read you watch some other boring shit type of woman.
Mm-hmm.
If you sitting there watching
Trick, how dare you have morals and standards, T-double-D? Did you forget talking about eating mayonnaise sandwiches in your doggone wraps? All of the urinals, all of the things you rapped about, you did all of your stuff in the projects. Now all of a sudden, you want to get on here on your high horse because you on Love and Hip Hop and feel like you don't want a project, bitch? Trick, please. You said you was eating mayonnaise sandwiches, bruh. Don't do that now. And then furthermore, who's checking for T-double-D? I'll wait. Ain't nobody running behind no damn T-double-D. T-double-D, please. You just don't, you don't get the more, because if that's the case, then I guess I'm a low budget bitch too, and it is what it is, because I do be watching baddies, and I do watch Love and Hip Hop, because guess what? Somebody could say the same thing about women who watch Love and Hip Hop. Somebody could say the same thing about women who watch The Story. Somebody could say, it's just a matter of, you know, who it is. But Trick, you of all people, I mean, you know what Love and Hip Hop remind me of? Let me show you. So, and this probably happened in the hood near you. So in New Orleans, before they had all of these Section 8s, it was number projects. Ninth Ward had the Desire, the Florida. 7th Ward had the St. Bernard. Uptown had Callio, Melpomene, Magnolia, the Iberville and the Folk Wall, all the projects. Well, when they wanted to gentrify the projects, what they did was tore down all the projects and gave all the people Section 8 vouchers. Put a one in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Well, all they did was take those people from the projects, put them in these neighborhoods, and now they in houses, but the same project is on the inside of the people. So this is my thing. Love and Hip Hop ain't nothing but the Section 8 voucher that got tore down, you know, from the people who project got tore down. Come on now. You think you now y'all acting funny because y'all out the projects and y'all, you know, have a mailbox now? Like, y'all got a mailbox in front of the door, so now you better than us? Like, come on now. T-double-D, please. All of it is ratchet. Ain't nothing better than the other. Love and Hip Hop, hell, Real Housewives ain't no better than none of this stuff neither. Let's really be clear about it. Reality TV is trash. If we're going at a moral standard, okay? The reality TV is trash all over. But it's just like T-double-D, pot roast. How dare you get on here and sit there with the hat coming off, talking about you don't want no bitch that watch no doggone Zeus network, but you wanted to watch Love and Hip Hop? T-double-D, please. Please, T-double-D. Please. Please, T-double-D. You know what I always wanted to know? Did T-double-D ever smash Trina? Because I think either that was a rumor or maybe we just assumed. But I felt like T-double-D smashed Trina back in the day. Because, you know, T-double-D was hood fine. Y'all know what I mean when I say hood fine? Like, it's not that he's physically attractive, but it's everything surrounding his aura that makes him fine. Like, oh, he know a lot of people. Oh, you know, he got money. He been to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it be stuff like that. He dressed nice. You know, he got a nice car. You know, tight tees, you know. I always thought that he smashed on Trina back in the Gap. Yeah, I always thought that. But T-double-D, go lay down. But he's right. Zeus Network is definitely the project still. That part he's right on. When he's right, he's right. Yeah. Yeah, he it's just a messenger. T-double-D. Come on now. She dated his brother Hollywood. Yeah. I never seen his brother. His brother cute? Is his brother cute? Because people used to think Trick was cute. I never thought he was cute. I thought he was hood fine. You know what I mean? Courtney, thank you for the super chat. Says, I'm grateful for baddies because that's how I found you, Vu. Oh, thank you so much. And speaking of baddies, get me on here. Wait, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come right back. Thank you so much for the super chat, Courtney. Miss Keedy, thank you for being a member for 8 months. Now that's TV is the homeless shelter. Not the homeless shelter, girl. Oh my God. You know what? I never realized how much of a step up from Now That's TV is to Zeus Network until they started pulling girls from Now That's TV and they get on there like a fish out of water, like, oh, so wait, I actually get to talk for real? I can't just swing? Like, oh wait, they got rules to the fights over here? Oh, so you mean I can't? Oh, they be like fish out of water, huh? Marquisha, thank you for the super chat. We love Trick, Vu. He all our baby daddy here in Florida. You know what? I like Trick too. I like Pyros, but I just feel like Pyros would just be talking crazy sometimes. He be talking crazy sometimes. He do. My boy said, he don't want no bitch that watch not loving hip hop. Zeus Network. Go ahead on TWD. Go ahead on. I want to say this. So I keep telling myself not to listen to or not to read the comments in on baddies, because I realize, and not everybody, but I realize that hold on. I realize, sorry, I'm trying to type. I realized that the baddies crew, that fan base over there, not everybody, but there's a lot of people who aren't the most intelligent. Does that make sense? And you know what bothers me the most? What bothers me the most is it's not even the fact that they're not intelligent. When I be trying to drop jewels, people really be trying to challenge me, and I just be sitting up here saying, just prove me wrong. Like, just prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I'm saying that is because it's just like people just like to just disagree without any merit, without any reason, right? So for instance, yesterday, remember, if y'all seen the video, the recap on baddies, I was talking about how in one portion of the recap, they had the guy who was flaming the fires and twirling the fires on the batons and stuff like that. And how Big Lex was like, sir, I respect your culture, but we ain't trying to hear none of that. We trying to get into here to go get the fighting. I made a comment that wasn't his culture. I said, actually, those people that you see in Hawaii are not the real Hawaiians. The original Hawaiians were black. I provided photos, and I provided also a photo of the new Hawaiians. And I said, hey, those are not the real Hawaiians. You have people in here talking about she don't know what she talking about. She always trying to educate people and educating people wrong. She just slow. Oh, like they really was going in. And you know what the worst part is? It would be one thing if it was Hawaiians that's going in. You know who it be? Niggas. Niggas who ain't never picked up a book to read. Hell, niggas that probably can't even read. All they know how to read is social media. So I just want to add this part in here. And I'm not even going to clarify it over there because it's for the people to get it. If you don't get it, oh well. The original people of Hawaii were black people. The original Hawaiians were black people. There were a royal family who ran the entire island. And their island, I'm not going to go through it all, but their island was then taken over after they went to war with the Clears. And the Clears came over and took over their island, okay? Now, they're going to tell you all these people were ex-slaves and ex-Africans, whatever. But before the clear people came over there, listen, before the clear people came over there, this is what Hawaiians looked like, okay? I did a whole live on this stuff. Before the Hawaiians came over there, Here's what the people look like. Now, a lot of people might say, that's not true. That's not true. Somebody said, oh, they're not Mongolians. They Dis-Olian. Girl, it's all the same. Those are mixtures, mixed breeds of people from the Pacific Islands, the Asian places, the Hispanic places. Those are the people that you looking at over there that now have the texture and all that stuff that you see. Those are not the original people of Hawaii. And why that triggers people so much, I will never quite understand why that triggers people so much really quickly. Hold on. But it's sickening, not because people are disagreeing. It's sickening because it's literally people. Hold on. It's literally people disagreeing because they're ignorant. And then have the nerve, listen, and then have the nerve to say that I'm the ignorant one. That's cold-blooded, bro. I would rather them just go prove me wrong and come on here and be like, no, voodoo, I went and found it. That's not true. The original Hawaiians were black people. I know. They told y'all we all came from Africa. They told y'all we all, you know what I'm saying? We all came from this place in Africa. Hold on, let me go further. Here we go. I know they told y'all we all came from Africa. I know they told y'all we all was slaves and nothing and came from this, that, and the third. But just do the research, baby. Black people are aboriginal to every single place on this earth, everywhere. I'm not here to argue with no bitch on no Zeus network. All I'm telling you is do the research. Don't try to go against me. Go against the research. Go against the research. You okay? Here are your aboriginal black Hawaiians. Yeah, we in Australia. We still in Asia. They just hide them. Did I not show y'all the Laotians? Come on, man. Like, it's the ignorance of the Negroes. So if you was on that Zeus network thing and you was over here trying to tell me that I didn't know what I was talking about, don't prove me wrong. Prove the research wrong. Go do the research and show me where I lied. But you're not going to do that because you don't read. So stop it. And then this is another thing. Somebody else said she always trying to teach history and don't know what she's talking about. That's not the one I want to talk about. It was another person that said, oh, the mountains yesterday. Remember I showed y'all the mountains? The girl told me that those mountains that I showed yesterday, or those pyramids that I showed yesterday, weren't pyramids. They were actually just rocks, and I do the most. I'm not here to convince nobody of nothing. I'm just here to give y'all the information, bro. Take the information and do with it as you please. And I don't know if you on here. I don't know if you was on a replay gang. I don't know. I don't really care. I'm not here to convince you of anything. Ignorance is bliss. That's the reason they say that, is because it's comfortable in ignorance. And that's why people like being there. Okay. But I'm not here to convince you, baby. I'm not. On my mom, I'm not trying to here to convince you. Take the information and do with it as you please. Now let's move on. Let's go get Dagger Kandi. Kandi girl. So I had caught the tail end of Tasha K, her live. And Tasha K had bought out that Kandi as a sister wife. And I said, I know you lying. And she said, girl, everybody knew that. And I said, no, I didn't. Now, before we get into this, let's go back here. Y'all remember before Kandi fell out with Portia and Phaedra, the rumor at the table was, remember, put a 3 in the chat if you remember this, but the rumor at the table was that Kandi was going to eat Portia's box or whatever the case may be and drug her to eat the box or something like that. I don't know. Now, I don't know about the drugging part, but I do know the story was Kandi was a dagger. Now, Kandi was over there saying, who said that? And remember the famous scene, who said that? Who said that? Kandi, everybody been knowing that you are the man who wants the woman. Every man wants a woman. We already knew you was the man who wanted the woman. Your voice is deeper than tides, baritone Burruss. Come on now. this was the gag. Kandi was over there crying, acting like, oh my God, this is gonna be horrible. And then turned around and did a dungeon tour. But she was around there hollering like, you know, her being a dagger was something that people, you know, could never fathom. Girl, we been knew you was a dagger. Ever since the rumor came out that you Tiny Tip and Tied, Tiny Tip and Tied, Tip Tiny and Tied, Tip and Tied Tiny. When we had found out that allegedly y'all was down there in the dungeon doing this. Allegedly. Okay? Nobody not ever thought Kandi wasn't dagging on the low. I know I didn't. You know what I mean? I've always thought Kandi was dagging on the low. Well, ooh, she did. Phaedra said Kandi was fucking Shamia too. Did I miss that? Ooh, now that would make sense because Shamia all up under the comments. Hey girl, yeah girl, y'all so beautiful, girl. Yeah, girl. Shamia. Now, Phaedra is messy, but I feel like Phaedra wasn't lying. Whew, okay. So listen, and you know what? I probably missed it because honestly, I didn't know Shamia like that at the time. Like I knew Shamia was Portia's friend, but I didn't know Shamia like I know Shamia today. So maybe she said it and it missed me because, like I said, I didn't really know Shamia like that. But yeah. Wait, hold on though. Let's go get Kandi. Kandi girl. Kandi. So when I was over there on Tasha K Live on the tail end of it, she was getting off because I really was trying to see what she was gonna say about Toya. But neither here nor there. I was on Tasha K page, and Tasha K was like, girl, yes, she's dagging. I'm like, what? On the low? She said, no, on the high. I said, what? She said, girl, everybody knows that. I said, what? She said, girl, how you didn't know that? Everybody know. I said, I didn't know, Tasha. What happened? Baritone Burruss has been putting her old lady in front of y'all face this whole time, and we didn't know it. Look, she got Shamia right here. Girl, look. Now, they say, I didn't say it, allegedly. They say Baritone Burruss and the new bitch. This segment is called Baritone Burruss and the bitch, okay? Now, this the girl Fatuma. What the name Fatuma? Wasn't she on here before? On the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Why is these heifers out here in these people bed sheets on these people beach? It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Why is these people on these people beach with their bed sheets and all of that, walking, holding hands and all of that? What is going on? What's her name, friend? Who is the girl, Fatum? Her name and her face look familiar. I can't quite place it though. Who gonna check me, boo friend? Oh. More than friends, huh? Baritone Burruss and the bitch, girl. So allegedly, they said, I didn't say it, but they said that Kandi been sharing this woman or sharing Ty with this woman. No, Ty been sharing Kandi with the woman. Because if you ask me, she probably want more cooch than Ty. Let's talk about it. She probably want more cooch than Ty. And Ty got to settle for whatever Kandi pick. She the one with the pocketbook. Now, the sister wives thing, allegedly, Tasha K said it. I didn't say it. Tasha K said that Kandi take care of that lady in her churn. They be traveling, doing all types of stuff all together. And then I started going over here because I wanted to go see. I said, And then the more I went and looked at Candice's page, I see, oh, she might not be lying. Look. Now, this Kandi and Tide. Oh, that's her. And look, they said it's a family picture with the churn. Now, Kandi and the girl always dressed alike. Look, pause it right there. Now, Kandi and the girl stay dressed alike. And if you ask me, this is probably why Ty wanted a divorce. He tired of watching Kandi get her rocks off with that lady. And y'all know Atlanta, they nasty up there anyway. So, but whatever Kandi buy for her, she buy for the girl. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So when Tasha K said that, I was like, I don't know, Tasha messy. But then when I started going to look at the page, I see, oh. Yes, they did share the same surrogate. Shamia and Kandi got the same surrogate. So they cousin friends. Girl, this the girl Fatum that was on the show. Girl, look up, girl. Slaying and everything, huh? Ooh, go ahead on for a sleigh ride. Okay, girl. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. With the clear dogs and everything. Ain't no pit bulls, all clear dogs. Look. You know this is a shame, Kandi. Why would you put this guy? Look up, girl. Go ahead on Rocky 5. Go ahead on Rocky 5. Kandi look cute though, I ain't gonna lie. She said, happiness is fresh snow and a sled. Who knew? Oh, Lord. Look at Po Blaze. I hope y'all ain't doing them around them churn. Hold on. Hold on. There's more. Because I started going through Kandi page and I said, nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. And the page said, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Now, I don't know how long her and the girl been on vacation. Look her, bitch. Look her. Now look her tired. Look her in the girl right there on the side by Kandi. You saw her feet? Hold on. They gonna show it. Hold on. Look her tired, acting like he happy. Look her. See, this is the gag. Y'all think Ty got the best of both worlds. He got his wife and he got his side chick. Y'all are wrong. The only person have the best of this situation is Kandi. Oh, smokestack lightning. Oh, she the only one. She got her husband. She don't really want to sleep with him no ways, but she got her girl that she can go creep in the bed. She could get out the bed with Ty and go over there by the girl and get in the bed with the girl or whatever the case may be. Y'all think Ty is the one winning here? Todd is just along for the ride, my girl. That's allegedly. That's her new old lady. Now, I'm not judging. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a prior dagger, I'm not judging. However, what's tea? Why you didn't put this all up on your Instagram when you was on the show? Oh, because you know Marlo would have seen it and came out you? Like, what's tea? Is you and Todd over there sharing women's? Great Baby say Kandi got her 2 bitches. I'm trying to see something. You know what I mean? Look at Ty acting like he lit. Girl, Ty probably ain't got enough peen for both of them, girl. Marlo tried to ask before Cam. When? I missed it. Maybe I don't remember. But wait, there's more, y'all. Hold on. Now, allegedly, this is all alleged. Kandi had, listen, Tasha K sent me here. She got the girl all on the page. Look, all on the page. Look. What's up? Me and my girl at Fatum Alpha have been worldwide for real in 2025, living our best life. Can't wait for the next vacay. And let me say this. I don't want nobody to get on here and say, but Kandi always says she liked the girls. Okay. But that's not the point. It's not about what she liked. It's about what's happening right now. Are you or not? Are you or is Kandi not scissoring the girl with Tide? That's what I want to know. And don't say it's not my business. She put it on Instagram, so now it's my business. Is she scissoring with Tide? That's what I want to know. I know her and Tide was scissoring, but is Kandi turning around and taking the scissors off of Tide and putting them on the girl Fatum? That's what I want to know. And why they dressed alike? Why everywhere they go, they got the same outfit on? Why is Kandi calling her my girl? Like, these are questions I want to ask. I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? Hey, live your life, girl. I ain't mad. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to see what's going on. So this is allegedly her new girl. I don't know if it's true. I didn't say it. That's what they said, girl. I'm stretching. This is allegedly her girl. Now, Kandi, you've been a lot vocal lately here, and I don't too particularly like it. Kandi has been talking about everything and everybody. Now she done got Shamia on the show. Oh, yes, she did say that. She got Shamia on the show. If it wasn't for her, Shamia wouldn't be on the show. So now that makes me look at Portia really funny, because it's just like, girl, you didn't get your friend on the show. But, you know, now I'm starting to see why maybe Portia and Shamia ain't as close, because remember, Portia and Kandi fell out, and if Shamia was scissoring with Kandi on the low, then Shamia had to pick a side. And who knew? Maybe Shamia had to pick Kandi's side, because at the time, Portia's side wasn't lucrative enough. So maybe Shamia chose Kandi's side, and Portia never forgave me, Shamia. So now they still cool-ish. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Kandi is a pick a side girl. Let's really be clear. When Kandi mad somebody, she wants you to pick a side. Kandi is not about to continue being your friend unless you pick a side. Y'all already know that's how she is. So it's giving Portia, Kandi fall out, Shamia in the middle because she's scissoring over here, but friends over here, maybe scissoring over there too. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But then she realized I got to pick a side and say, let me pick the side that's got the most coin. And she picked Kandi's side. And Portia was like, okay, I don't really rock with her like that, but we going to play nice for the cameras and all of that. And that's probably why they're not cool no more. Allegedly. That's what it's given. Because y'all remember, when what you call it? Oh, y'all remember when Portia allegedly was with that stripper dude? What's his name, girl? Y'all put the guy's name in the chat. The stripper dude with the big old wee that was at the house party, and they say, I didn't say it, but they say, what's the girl name? They say Portia was over there getting a Bolo. That's his name. Bolo. That's his name. Remember they said Portia was on top, and then allegedly. And then when they was at the table and Kenya was trying to drag Portia for it, and Portia was like, girl, okay, and she was like, yep, I sure was. She was like, I should have came got you, Kandi girl. And Kandi was like, y'all remember that? She said, I should have came got you, Kandi girl. And Kandi was like, I was already there. Shit, remember the slap five, girl? Yeah, girl. I was nasty, girl. I should have came got you, Kandi girl. And Kandi was like, didn't have to come get me, was already there. Allegedly. You know what I mean? It's just now things are starting to fall in place in my brain as to what was actually going on. Now, I don't know what I think Kenya might have scissored with Cynthia once or twice, because Cynthia looked like she just wanted to scissor with anybody at one point. You know, what's her name? Her husband had to ran her wretched. You know what I'm saying? She didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But all I know is it's Atlanta. They got a lot of places where people go do this. A lot of places where people go do that. So it makes sense. But Kandi, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, come and let us know what's going on. What's tea? Is you with the girl Fatum? And then what's popping? What's tea? Okay. They say the Taurus girls are the freaks. Girl. Let me go on this girl page so I can get a better. Let me go on her page to see if I can get a better look at her. She was on from Balbala to Buckhead. What the hell? First generation immigrant from Djibouti. A lover across cultures, divorced mom of two. She from Djibouti. Self-made, Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 14, as a friend of Sheree. A friend of Sheree. She sure did come on there. Look at her with Kandi. Ooh, go ahead on, Miss Mary Mack, dressed in black, with tied semen all up and down your back. Go ahead on, Miss Mary Mack. Go ahead on, girl. Go ahead on. I know that's right. I ain't mad at it. Look, she got one just a still shot with Kandi. I'm being messy. Now I'm down the rabbit hole. Look at Tide in the likes. Look at Kandi. I'm glad you can make it. Like by Tide 167. Oh, girl, y'all ain't told me that, girl. Now, is this another one of her with the Kandi trip? Girl, riding tricycles on doggone riverboats and all of that, girl. This is a time to be alive, girl. Hold on, let me see. Oh, she got one with her and Kandi on the beach like the other one did. Look. Look at them.
Make these flames go higher. Talking about
Ella. Wanky, mommy.
Chucking morphine on it.
Go ahead on with your old lady. You know what? Get me an old lady. I won't go run on the beach with some bed sheets on me. Me and my old lady have a different color bed sheet. I want to do that. My man ain't gonna let me do. I won't run on the beach with the I want the purple bed sheet though. I don't want the yellow one. I want to run on the beach with the purple bed sheet in the wind like this. I want to run in the purple bed sheet. I want a purple bed sheet. I don't care. That shit look lit. I just thought about it after I stopped hating. I looked at it. I was like, that shit do look lit though. I ain't gonna lie. After I stopped hating, it do look lit. I ain't gonna lie. It do look lit. It do look lit. I want to get a purple bed sheet and run on the beach with the blue water in the background. That's what I want to do. Now, what's up? Now, y'all can sit up here and act like y'all wouldn't put y'all bed sheet on and run up the beach. Y'all would, girl. Y'all will be saying, video me, boo. Put it in slow motion. Y'all don't want me to do all this cinematography for y'all to run on the beach in y'all bed sheet. I want to run in my purple bed sheet. Look, Sharice said, give me a pink one. See what I'm saying? Y'all got to start being honest. After we take our hater blockers on, we got to look at it for what it is. I want to run on the beach in the purple bed sheet. I want the purple one. I want the purple bed sheet on the beach with the crinkle curly hair. The good hair too. I want to run on. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get me a bed sheet and get down somewhere. Maybe if I go somewhere where they got some blue water and go run on the beach. When I come back with my video running on the beach with my bed sheet, y'all gonna say I'm hating, but I don't care. I'm gonna have my purple bed sheet in the wind. I don't care. I want my purple bed sheet. This shit kind of lit though. I ain't gonna lie. See what happened when you stop hating? You start looking at it in real life, and you be like, "Damn, that shit is kind of lit though." Look at it. Fatum is a pretty girl though. I just, go ahead on Fatum. Her and Kandi with their matching bathing suit. Look. She got the all into one. Kandi got the 2-piece. Girl, bye. Let me get off of this because I'm getting mad. Go ahead on, Dagger Kandi. All in all, I just want to say, Kandi, I don't really care what you're doing, but just come out and tell us because you tell us everything else. So tell us what's going on. Is you over there scissoring on Fatum? And what does Tide really think about this? That's all I would like to know. If not, keep it off the internet because we don't want to see it. I'm not about to get up in here and windmill with the Candy Yams talking about that's just her friend. Boo-boo-doo, you don't know. Shut up, Candy Yam. I know what I'm looking at. Dagging on the low is what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm gonna go with. Now I just need Candy Yams to come out here and lift up her voice a tone, go from baritone to tennis. No, not tennis, tenor. Go from smokestack lightning. Take that on up to alto and tell us what's going on. Is you out there scissoring all over the world? Talking about you worldwide, huh? What kind of worldwide is you? Come and tell us, please, and thank you. Now I got to move on for sake of time, girl. I got to move on. Because now I'm mad. I'm trying to find out how to get me a purple bed sheet. When y'all see me running up the beach in my bed sheet, don't say nothing to me. Y'all ain't say nothing to Kandi. Don't say nothing to me. Go and get me a bed sheet. And I want the kind that go over the top of my head. So then when I go run in slow motion, I'm going to let it fall off from my forehead, fall down, and then it's going to go into the camera. But then I'm going to have another trail on my bathing suit where it's like a long little piece of thread, and it's purple, and it's going to be in the wind like this. That's going to be me. Now, let's move on. Let's move on, okay? Now, in a little bit serious business. Okay. We got to get into 23andMe, y'all. We got to get into 23 and who? Not me, but you. But we're going to go with me for the sake of this conversation. So, girl, I want to start by saying this. 23andMe and any of these doggone DNA tests are fake. Let's start there first. Girl, what two objects are the same? Girl, what is going on? What two objects are the same? That one and that one. Why is they asking me like I'm a computer? What two? Select two objects that are the same shape. I'm of confusion. Girl, get over here. All right. So I want to start by saying this. No, what's the name of that? Damn. Hold on. Because I have the clip. Let me go on YouTube. I can find it. I could probably find it better. I have the clip, and I don't want to play the whole thing for sake of this. I might have to, for sake of time. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I want to, and I play this in my Educational Friday videos all the time. But I want to show y'all something, right? There's a clip that I normally play in my intro. Damn, it's like 3 minutes. I don't want to play the whole thing. Do I have anything shorter? All right, I'm going to just play the intro. There's a part on this intro where they talk to the DNA testing guy from AfricanAncestry.com, and he talked about how little to 0.1% of the test is accurate. I kept telling y'all that. All this DNA test, this, that, and the third, it's all a sham, okay? It's all a sham. Now, I know 99% of y'all on here don't be at Educational Friday. That's not what we're doing. But I want to show you some of the interaction from this whole thing. Wait, let me check one more place because I think I may have posted it on my TikTok. If not, then we're going to go straight to this because I don't want to have to play too much unnecessary if I don't have to. Hold on 1 second. Nope. No, okay. I'm going to have to just play it then. Pay attention to the DNA ancestry portion of this video. It's going and also roots too, but also pay attention toward the end where this guy's going to talk about how the DNA ancestry is fake and only 0.1% of the African ancestry. That's just that piece is inaccurate. Pay attention, y'all. Check it out.
Well, Black people are Native Americans. You know, we've had, you know, a lot of proof that, you know, some of us started here in this land. Everybody wasn't brought over from Africa.
What are they doing here? They're Indians.
This is one of my many unsuccessful experiments. You see, with Indians, there's absolutely nothing to be done. There's the same difference between a Negro and an Indian as there is between a dog and a coyote. You can put a dog on a leash, beat him, and he'll always be there to lick your feet. Take away a coyote's liberty and you've cut off his heir. An Indian will never be a slave. No one has ever been able to make them reproduce in captivity. They do not eat, they do not talk, they do not sleep, they do not make love.
There are several things that are significant about it. Of course, one of them is the way that colonialism tries to develop all kinds of elaborate classification terms for different kinds of people, but that's another subject. The most significant thing here is to reveal the much greater amounts of Native American ancestry that are present within the African American population than most people realize, because they might have been misled by the use of terms like mulatto and also people of color.
After the African, LeVar Burton, had been told that his name was to be Toby, and he refused it, and he was beaten to make him say his name was Toby.
That was the dramatization. How much of that actually was recounted to you? I mean, was there a lot of interweaving?
A lot of it, I thought maybe you were going to ask, and maybe you are in another way, is how much of the book is fact and how much is fiction. Well, a whole lot of it's fiction. Well, a whole lot of it's fiction. Well, a whole lot of it's fiction.
Now, this is just a tiny bit of information now.
But they take it as huge.
Right, because it's cracking open the door.
There's a place in Africa you could say that I'm from. A tribe? A tribe? I am thrilled. It puts a name, a place, a location, a people.
Hank really is concerned that the science isn't really there yet for you to be giving them the name of a tribe.
I think for most companies, I would be concerned too.
But what about your own company?
We have
he
the
didn't
largest...
exclude you. He included you.
But we have the largest set of sequences from Africa. And so with that, we're able to provide some level of probability in terms of frequency.
But he would say that even though you have the largest database, it's still small on the scope of things.
As I said, I share those concerns. We don't oversell. I mean, we just say, look, we provide a service. If you're interested in exploring a tiny bit of your DNA and trace its ancestry, we can do that.
When you say it's a tiny little amount,
it's less than 0.1%. Less than 0.1%. Less than 0.1%.
And that's pretty teeny.
Yeah, but for people who know nothing about any of them, I think it's very important.
You do not know a goddamn thing about Africa. I am from Detroit, Motown. So you can want Tootsie your monkey ass back to Africa if you want to.
All right, now 2 portions of that video I wanted y'all to pay attention to. Number one, when the guy is doing an interview with the black man who plagiarized but wrote the book Roots. He asked him, he says, now when you recant the situation with Toby in the book and in the movie, how much of it is fact and how much of it is fiction? The author of the movie and the book Roots says, oh, you trying to ask me if it's real, if it's fake? Well, a whole lot of it's fiction. That's what he said. That's why I repeated it. A whole lot of it is fiction, meaning fake, false. Now, fast forward to the DNA part. The black guy who she was doggone interviewing from 60 Minutes, it's hard to find that video anywhere. Alex Haley, that's his name. The black guy from Roots. But it's hard to find this interview anywhere because what she was asking a guy from African ancestry is, you got these people thinking that this DNA is giving them a place for who and what they are. She said, but the science has proven that that's not true. Actually, the science proves that you cannot legally or even scientifically prove any of this. And he says, well, I understand it for his side, but not for mine. We have the largest database for DNA. She was like, but that don't mean nothing. The man said that literally you cannot do this. He says, she asked him how much of the DNA that you give out is accurate. He says less than 0.1%, not 1%, 0.1%, a percentage, 1% of 1% is what he's saying. So then he goes on to say, but to a people who have no idea where they're coming from, it gives them a lot to go off of. Let me say this. The DNA test that you guys are taking to find out your ancestry. I'm not telling you about the people who you cousins with down the street. That can be accurate. But I'm talking about your ancestry, your lineage, your grandmother, her mother. There is no possible way that they can trace that. It's fake. It's not real. It's not. They host a lot of people by doing this, making these people, in particular black people, put this DNA inside of these samples to try to find this stuff. Now let's fast forward. 23andMe, Ancestry.com. I'm old school. Okay? I'm old school. When I'm doing my family tree and my genealogy, I'm doing it by hand and paper. Okay, I do have some stuff digitally saved on an Excel spreadsheet. I haven't quite converted into a PowerPoint so I can show my family, but I'm old school. I'm on paper. I literally have a board with like names typed out and pictures of people. I'm old school. I don't put all of my family information in none of these databases. I just don't. And the reason why is I don't trust that my stuff is secure. Hell, I don't trust that it's secure on my computer. But for the most part, most of my stuff is in actual paper and pencil, okay? Actual paper and pencil. Now, why is this important? 23andMe, which is another one of these databases that a lot of people were using for DNA testing, ancestry, and all that stuff, they are now filing for bankruptcy. But inside of this bankruptcy, now we're finding out that not only are they bankrupt, they have been selling people's information and data to other people, okay? To other companies. So basically how it works is you send in your data. You send in your, You send in your DNA information, right? 23andMe, take it, put it in a little computer, whatever they do, and then they ship it back to you and say, okay, girl, you 60% Nigerian, 10% Hawaiian, 5% Asian, 2% this, and 0.5% Indian. Ever notice why black people have the least amount of Indian in them than anybody? That's a whole nother story. So once you do that and you get your results, and then you go back and you tell the world that I am X amount of this and X amount of that, what they do is after they false feed you that information, they take that information and store it and collect it, and they sell it. They sell it to pharmaceutical companies. And let me tell you why that's a horrible thing. You wonder why they're able to come up with all this stuff to attack black people. You're giving them your data. You're giving them your DNA to create everything they need to take you down and tear you down. When we go get all these random surgeries, we're going to get BBLs, we're going to get face stuff. You don't know what them people inside of you doing and collecting and taking. You don't know. All you know is you want the convenience over there with surrogates and all this stuff. You don't know what them people doing. But it turns out that 23andMe was actually taking your information and selling it to pharmaceutical companies and other places as well. People started to panic. Now, some people are just like, oh my God, what do I do? So a lot of people was like, go ahead, delete all your stuff from Ancestry.com and this, that, and the third, and request 23andMe to not share your information. Well, too late, because number one, the site started crashing. And then number two, you probably already signed off on it when you sent them your DNA. This is the government and the powers that be we're dealing with. They are 10 steps ahead of us. They're 10 steps ahead of us, okay? Now, I want to show y'all this before we get into the nitty-gritty of it. I want to show y'all, oh, I ain't sharing nothing. I want to show y'all this news article or this news program talking about, hold on, what the hell? Your browser has blocked your screen. Okay, hold on. Let me stop sharing. Is it gonna let me? There we go. All right. Let me show y'all what's been going on. Can you guys see this? Let me know if you can hear it too. I think you should be able to hear it. If not, put it in the chat. Check out this article or this news break on what's been happening. It said, just announced genetic testing firm 23andMe files for bankruptcy. California AG issues stark warning to 15 million 23andMe users as bankruptcy looms. Delete your data. Your DNA data is not safe at all. I'm going to tell y'all now, you probably can't delete it. Even if you delete it from where you can see it, you probably can't. But let's go.
Sophie, thank you. We've got some breaking news to get to. Genetic testing company 23andMe has now filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. The firm, valued at $50 million, is pushing for a buyout. So far, the board has rejected all offers, now saying a court-supervised sale is the best path forward. 23andMe will continue operations during this process. This, of course, comes just one day after California Attorney General Rob Bonta issued a consumer alert about the potential of this very thing happening, reminding customers to consider invoking their rights to have 23andMe delete their data and destroy genetic samples. Sophie, thank you. We've got some.
So there you go. Basically, they filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and now everybody's like, oh, girl, go up there and delete your data. You probably can't. I'm just being honest. I know they're going to tell you can to give you a false sense of hope, but you probably can't. You probably can't. Now, here's the stock information as it pertains to 23andMe. Now, according to this, before 2022, the stocks were high, but they started dipping, and now it's down in the gutter. So guess what? Because it's all about money. It's not about you. They don't care about you. Now they're going to go bankrupt and get rid of the company. But in the midst of getting rid of the company, they're going to sell your data. There are a lot of pharmaceutical companies need this data to find out how to issue biochemical warfare on you. Or bio warfare, whatever. Now this was the gag though. That wasn't even the worst part of it. Mind you, it's been some people on the internet been telling y'all for a long time, hey, don't do it, don't do it. They got people swear by this stuff, and it really drives me crazy. Let me say this too. Really quickly before we get into this. I'm gonna say this until I'm blue in the face. Because I listen to Tariq Nasheed radio, and Tariq is misguiding them people so bad, it's hard to listen to sometimes. First of all, the red native is you. It's not the $5 foot long. The red native is you. The red native or the red Indian that he's speaking of is not the $5 Indian or the $5 foot long that you see today. Those are not the red native. The red native is you. Okay, let's start there first. Secondly, they start talking about these DNA tests, and Tariq uses this as also a way to say, hey, yeah, we are from Africa, but we had an ethnogenesis. You are not from Africa for the most part. Now, some of you are, but most of you aren't. And most of the Black Americans here are not from Africa, and you didn't have no damn ethnogenesis. You are what you've always been. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything you did has already been done. You are what you always have been. There's no ethnogenesis. There's no Africa. There's no none of that, okay? There's no none of that. You are what you have always been. So when he holler about the red native this, the red native that, and he puts it off on other people, you know what it started to make me think? There's no way Tariq Nasheed is this well read and this well researched and don't know that what he's saying is wrong. With that, it makes me feel like he's doing this on purpose. He's compromised and he might be an agent. There's no way Tariq knows as much as he know about history and hadn't gotten that far. So you done went all the way to saying that we have some Aboriginal ancestry to America, but you didn't go no further than that. Stop it. I don't believe that. I don't believe not a second about that. Not one penny about it. None of it. Tariq knows exactly what he's doing, but he needs to hold on to FBA, and FBA is tied to us being from Africa. This is about money for Tariq. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I don't know him personally. But what I'm saying is there's no way that he can admit that we have some Aboriginal ancestry, but don't know that we are the Aboriginal people and don't know we are the red natives. He keep calling them red natives, the red natives. First of all, they were never red natives. They were red Indians, number one. And then number two, those are not the $5 foot longs he put them off to be. This is a tangent. I've been wanting to say this, but he's got to be compromised. There's no way. He's got to be compromised. Now, let's get back to this. So, with this being said, it's a lot of misinformation being put out here about who you are, what you are. That's why it's up to you to do your genealogy. Genealogy does not require you spitting in the tube, sending no type of DNA or none of that. Okay? It don't. Genealogy requires you to do research on you and your family. That's it. That's it. That's literally all it is. Okay? Now, let's get into a little press conference that these people having. Yeah, so listen, the person up there said he talking about the Siberians. Hair Like Wool said he talking about the Siberians, I think, when he say red natives. Yes, but they were never called the red natives. I think that's what, and I want to make that clear, so I'm glad you said that. I know he's talking about the Siberians. I know he's talking about the Mongolians. I knew that because I understand that part of history. What I'm saying is calling them red anything is factually incorrect. They've never been called red nothing. Never, 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 never. They have never in life been called red anything. And I'm gonna show this one more time, just because I want every time I get on here, we talk about it. We gotta put it in context. We gotta put it in context. When they speak about the red, and he put it in context of the $5 footlong, that is factually incorrect. And honestly, I feel like it's purposely done to mislead people. And let me tell you why. Because first of all, nothing about those people have ever been red. Never. Is it this? Yes, this. This is the red that people speak of. Let me zoom in a little bit. Where's the zoom? Can y'all see this? This is the red that people speak of. That red looks more like this than the Siberians, okay? So when he say red and then say red natives, and you think of the $5 footlongs, that's factually incorrect, and he knows that. There's no way he does not know that. It's impossible for him to be this well researched to not know that when he say red, he's talking about he shouldn't be talking about the $5 footlongs. That's the only reason I brought this up. So with that being said, ain't none of the $5 footlongs look like this. None of them. None of the $5 footlongs have this skin color. None of them. Not none of them. Okay? So with that being said, when he said red natives, they got compensation. The red natives got this, that, and the third. He's being factually incorrect. The red person is you. You are the Indian red. Okay? Not the red native, the term he's making up. The Indian red person is me and you. Red Fox. What's Toya's husband name? Red. We've always been the Reds. Okay? So that's all I want to point out. So I'm only bringing this up so when you hear him say red native, think of this color and say that can't be the $5 footlong. Okay, now back to where I was going. Back to this. Let's get into this press conference though. Let's get into this press conference of the people talking about this whole 23andMe ancestry DNA and what's really going on. Y'all get the lights up.
So to be clear, I think one of the things we're talking about here is that there are now weapons under development and developed that are designed to target specific people. Right, that's what this is, where you can actually take someone's DNA, take their medical profile, and you can target a biological weapon that will kill that person.
Did you catch that? Put a 1 in the chat if you caught that. Put a 1 in the chat if you understand the severity of what this man just said. I'm trying to see something. Do you understand what this man just said? I'm going to play it back one more time, and I need y'all to pay attention. If you're doing something, just stop for 5 seconds and listen to exactly what this man said, okay? Keep in mind, people have given these people their DNA to try to figure out who they are. Look at what this man is saying that they can do with your DNA. Take 10 seconds out of your day to just stop what you're doing and listen to exactly what this man is saying. Check it out.
And so to be clear, I think one of the things we're talking about here is that there are now weapons under development and developed that are designed to target specific people. Right, that's what this is, where you can actually take someone's DNA, take their medical profile, and you can target a biological weapon that will kill that person.
You can take someone's DNA and target a biological weapon that will kill that person. When you get when you give these people your DNA, you don't know what they doing with it. How do you not know that not only are they targeting and making biological weapons to target you, what about your offspring, especially if you're a woman? He's telling you what they're doing. This is very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Extremely dangerous. This DNA stuff been pushed on for the most part. This DNA stuff was pushed on us more than anybody. Nobody ever wondered why. Let's get back into it. Hold on, because guess what? The Africans ain't running around here taking no DNA tests. None of the Asians ain't running around here taking no DNA tests. It's us and the crazy clears out here. It's us for the most part.
Take them off the battlefield or make them inoperable. So you can't have a discussion about this without talking kill that person or take them off the battlefield or make them inoperable. So you can't have a discussion about this without talking about privacy and commercial data and the protection of commercial data, because expectations of privacy have degraded over the last 20 years. Young folks actually have very little expectation of privacy. That's what the polling and the data show. And people will very rapidly spit into a cup and send it into 23andMe and get really interesting data about their background. And guess what? Their DNA is now owned by a private company and can be sold off with very little intellectual property protection or privacy protection. And we don't have legal and regulatory regimes to deal with that. So we have to have an open and public discussion, and this is going to have to be a political discussion about what does the protection of healthcare information, DNA information, and your data look like, because that data is actually going to be procured and collected by our adversaries for the development of these systems. Did you catch that?
So what he's saying is, when you spit in the tube and you send it off trying to figure out who you are as far as your ancestry and all this stuff, these people have the ability to create biological weapons to target specifically you, to kill you or take you off the map or do whatever they want to you, okay? And possibly your offspring. And this is just me. But then ultimately, then he goes on to say, y'all don't understand that these people can also sell your DNA. They can sell all the stuff you sent them in hopes of trying to figure out who you are and take that and sell it to other companies who could do 10 times worse or do even more. You see what I'm saying? This is very dangerous. I never really understood it. And you know what? It's so crazy you brought that up. Hold on. I'm glad you brought this up, Atiri Storm. Pap smears. It makes me think of Henrietta Lacks. A lot of people don't know about her, but it also makes me think of a lot of other things. And I had seen this video, and the lady was like, a lot of people coming up with these breast cancers because they're getting the breast exam. What do you call it? The mammograms. She said, to squeeze your breast and it can cause lumps and stuff of that nature. She was like, and then a lot of people are getting all these cancers like ovarian cancer and all these other stuff through pap smears. And it didn't catch, until I thought about it. And I was just like, Because when you think about a pap, they literally take this long ass Q-tip after they force you open, and they scrape to the bottom of the back, girl, up in there. But yeah. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Cervical cancer is at an all-time high. That's what I'm saying. Hey, let's move on, because that's a whole nother live. But yeah, I'm up on it, y'all. I'm up on it. But they're literally getting you to volunteer your own demise through pap smears, mammograms, DNA testing, all of it. And we don't even see it. Hold on. Let's go here with it. Now, people are panicking. And they're like, oh my God, y'all have to do something about this. But the site went down when they started having them try to delete. It says, well, this is embarrassing. Please excuse our site error. Everybody went rushing to 23andMe to try to get that stuff deleted, and the site crashed. It says, update, users trying to delete their 23andMe DNA data are facing website issues. Others who think they deleted it get a confirmation email but buried inside a link they still have to click on to complete deletion. It says, looks like they really don't want us to delete the data. Okay, here is the error that all the people were getting when they ran and tried to delete their data from 23andMe. Hold on. Here's a screenshot of what it looks like when they get that link to complete the deletion. People think they just delete it and walk away. It turns out they're saying that you get another link that you go in to make sure you want to delete it, and then you have to delete it right here. I'm going to be completely honest, like I said already, y'all. I don't think that you can delete it. You know how they say once you put it on the internet, it's there forever? I think that's the same situation here. I don't think like computers, they say, oh, you think you deleted it off your phone or your computer, but it's still there. I think that's what we're doing. I think that's what we're doing. This is very sad and dangerous. Their site probably didn't crash. They probably crashed it on purpose because they're like, holy crap, we losing data. Who's going to want to buy the company, or who's going to want to redo the company? Because they say somebody chat say chapter 11 is reorganization, meaning they're going to change names and come back with something else. Who's going to want to use it if they don't have the data? The data is what makes them the money. It's not about, I think, I'm only speaking to Black America because all Americans are like this, but I'm talking to Black America. We have to stop being reactive. Reactive is the number one, or one of the number one reasons why we are in the position that we are in today. Nobody is proactive. Everybody is reactive, meaning they wait till something go left and then we want to scramble and try to figure it out. Start being proactive. If it sounds too good to be true, then guess what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It is. It is. You really think that and this is another thing too, we've become lazy in our minds. Just the thought of doing our own research is just like, so we'd rather spin in a tube and send it to these folks and have them tell us who we are. You can't do that. You're not going to be successful in life with that mindset. Sometimes you're going to have to work for some things. It's okay. It's okay. But now y'all are, and not just Black people, but people are running to 23andMe trying to delete the stuff when you shouldn't have sent it off to them people. No way. Stop being followers. Stop doing it because everybody else is doing it. I've never been like that. As a matter of fact, I'm more of a person in 2025. If I see the majority going that way, I'm automatically going the other way. So now the site done crashed. Hold on. That's not even the worst part because the site done crashed now. So people are losing their shit. They're like, oh my God, what is going on? Hold on. Let's get this up here.
Right now. This morning, it was heads up, if you've ever given your DNA to 23andMe, you should probably go and delete that right now. This morning, it was announced that 23andMe filed for bankruptcy.
Let me be clear too, not just 23andMe, all of them. If you think this is just specific to 23andMe, you a new age fool. All of these DNA tested.
And that its CEO, Ann Wojcicki, was resigning. 23andMe is, of course, the DNA testing company. They said that this morning, 23andMe shares dropped more than 50% in early trading after the company filed for bankruptcy late Sunday, blah, 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 shareholder value, whatever. Here is what's actually alarming. Quote, 23andMe's global database has grown into a virtually unprecedented repository of human genetic information that can now be sold in bankruptcy proceedings. That's right. The privacy statement of 23andMe says that, quote, if they are involved in a bankruptcy, merger, acquisition, reorganization, or sale of assets, your personal information may be accessed, sold, or transferred as part of that transaction. So what does that mean? Well, it means that the DNA that you've given them could be scooped up by whoever and used in all sorts of crazy ways. Things like maybe cloning you without your permission. Your DNA could be sold to malicious actors who could then use that DNA and leave it at crime scenes that you were never at. Of course, bioweapons is always a possibility. I mean, okay, those are admittedly kind of crazy examples. Maybe they won't happen. But then there are those mundane use cases that probably will happen. One of which is insurance companies using that DNA data to deny you coverage, which is something they definitely love to do. So if you don't want that, here are the instructions on how you can delete your data from 23andMe. Pause to read.
All right. Well, we found out it's too late for that because they've already crashed the site. Okay. And probably also because a lot of people are running over there to go delete their DNA. So there's that. Now, there was this guy who works for the place. I'm sorry. He's saying that you shouldn't have do the DNA testing, and he's going to talk about how they're selling your data too. Check it out.
That's when 23andMe comes in, trying to figure out what all you are. I should do that.
You shouldn't do that, though. Do not give your information to, they sell it to other people.
Do they sell it to Russia?
They sell it to everybody. There's a clause in their contract that basically says, like, we can give your information to our shareholders so that they can do stuff, and all of their shareholders are like pharmaceutical companies. But some of those pharmaceutical companies are companies based in other countries, and those pharmaceutical companies in other countries are like the property of like the Ministry of Defense of Russia, or like owned by China.
You heard what he said? He said you shouldn't do that. He said because basically they can take your information and sell it to their shareholders. Their shareholders are mostly pharmaceutical companies that aren't even based in America. They're based in places like Russia. And they can take that information and do with it as you please or as they please. This is listen, it's not just 23andMe. This is all of them. This is not specific to 23andMe. This is all of them. If you want to know who and what you are, the least place you'll find that is through a damn DNA test. Do your freaking genealogy, okay? Do your genealogy. Go old school. Make a whole family tree. Put your great-grandmother up there and go on down. And then after that tree, make your tree off another tree. You know what I'm saying? And then go up and so on and so forth. You don't know what these people is doing at this point. 2025 hospitals are here to keep you sick. That's how they make money. They stay in business by keeping you sick. Okay? So when you go up in there and you're getting these treatments, and I'm not saying all hospitals are bad because some people need hospitals. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is a lot of times with this elective stuff that we're electing to do because we're lazy and reactive, we're setting ourselves up for a kill, bro. We're setting ourselves up for a kill. These people don't have not now one of our best interests at heart. It's been shown over and over that they're taking your data and doing with it as they please. This is a bad, bad thing, a horrible thing. But it's sad because people were unsuspecting of this, even though some people try to tell them. But let me say this too. Conspiracy theorists, we up. We undefeated again. We went undefeated. Hold on. Conspiracy theorists, shout out to us. We went undefeated in 2024. And it looks like we're going undefeated again in 2025. Let me tell you why. Y'all could call us crazy. Here she go with that conspiracy stuff again. Whoop-de-whoop. But I ain't gonna lie. Being a conspiracy theory has been the safest thing that ever happened to my life. Being a conspiracy theorist is the best thing and the safest thing that has happened to my entire life. It has saved me so much. It saved me from the wax. It saved me from the wax. It saved me from a whole bunch of stuff that's been happening going on. And guess what? All the ones who was calling me crazy, anti this, anti that, I have been marked safe from all of the stuff. Conspiracy theorists, we up. We have been undefeated all 2024, and I foresee us being undefeated all 2025. Okay? Yeah, Lit T Talks, we up 1,000. We are up. And we stuck too. And that's the problem. And it's the worst part. Every time we prove to y'all we right, y'all be like, all right, yeah, you got that one. But then the next time we come back with the next, what y'all call conspiracy theory, y'all go, here they go. Oh Lord. And then when our conspiracy turned out to be true, then y'all come back and be like, well, that was a one-off. Girl, y'all got to stop with all of that. Listen, Y'all have to be careful with what y'all are doing. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. 23andMe has and listen, we are in the age now they have to tell you everything that they're doing. That's why this stuff is viral on social media. They have to tell you what they're doing. They're gone are the days where they can do it and covertly say that they did it. Now they have to straight out come out and tell you the earth is in repair. I keep telling y'all the earth is repairing itself. While in repair is going to be some things that take place that you're going to be like, I can't believe they just came out and said that. They have to. They absolutely have to. This 23andMe stuff is not just them. It's African ancestry. It's all the other ones. All of these DNA testing. If you can and if it's even possible, go take your information off all of that stuff. If you're going to use Ancestry, do your Googles, do your research, write it down on paper and pencil. Go old school, girl. Take a picture of it and email it to yourself. If you want to have, you know what I'm saying, get you a safe, print it up or something. Stop putting all your information into these people's stuff. These people is using your stuff to kill you and really use it against you. Stop doing that. You're gonna regret it every single time. You're going to regret it every single time. All this surrogacy, all of this IVF, all of this stuff that they got y'all running around here doing, BBLs, all this stuff because it's convenient or because you just want to do it or because you feel like you have to do it. Stop it. I'm telling you, it's going to come back and bite you. Now, I'm not telling you what to do as far as procreation. Do what you have to do. But what I'm saying is, if you absolutely don't have to do it, don't do it. It's going to come back to bite you. I promise. I promise you. I'm not making this up. Call me conspiracy theorist. Call me whatever you want. When my pyramid thing come out to be true that I showed y'all from California, go and laugh in your face. But don't worry about it. We ain't there yet. We stuck on the DNA stuff. This the big one. This the big one. You know, it never dawned on me when Muhammad Ali said, was it Muhammad Ali or was it Malcolm X who said black man ain't got no place in the white man's military? Do what you want. They said it, I didn't. Do what you want. They said it, I didn't. Libby Lou says, did you see that the life insurance companies are denying coverage to some that got the vax? Absolutely. You want to know how I know? I bought my house in 2021. Yeah. I bought my house in 2021. They called me randomly to ask me if I want the home life insurance, meaning like, so basically it's another insurance you could take out on your home. And in that insurance, if you get sick or anything like that, they'll pay off your home, right? That's what they said. But I already have enough policy for me to not only pay off the home, but some more other stuff. But neither here nor there. In the midst of me trying to figure out what it was, they wanted to check on me to see what if I was eligible. And I told this story before. It was 3 things they asked me that was qualifying or disqualifying tools. Have I ever had the house in Virginia or diagnosed with the house in Virginia, cancer, and the wax? If I had the Rona and or the wax. Those were the 3. Now, the house in Virginia, I understand. Cancer, I understand. But why was they putting Rona in the wax in the midst of that? I told the man, I said, no. And he was just like, okay, good. And I asked him, I said, well, why are you asking me about that? He said, I don't know. It's just on the paper. This is what the clear man told me. This is what he told me. I don't know. It's just on the paper. I'm just doing my job. That told me right then and there that it's something. What's the wax? The vaccine. The one that they made everybody roll up their sleeve to get in 2021. That one. That's when I'm saying the wax because I'm trying to not say the word. But here we go. We got to say it anyway. The vaccine. Okay? So I knew right then and there that there's something very sinister by not only getting the wax, but even getting the thing itself. I was like, what in the world? Huh? I'm just saying. And it's not just for people who took the wax, because he didn't ask me if I took the wax only. He asked me, have I ever been diagnosed with it, or if I took the wax too? And how many of us suffered from it? I did. I had it. I never got the wax, but I had it. Most of us did at some point. So we can sit up here and act like everybody's safe, and from the sounds of it, look like none of us is safe. From the sounds of it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Let me say this, though, bro. Let me say this. This 23andMe stuff, they coming out telling y'all every single thing that they are doing. That's what they doing. That's what they doing. And they have to do this. But we can't take this and make this a one-off. We have to say, hey, yeah, we're not gonna fall for this again. That's what we have to say. Until we say that, we are screwed. We are absolutely screwed. Okay? Whoo, Lord. I'm saying all that to say 23andMe is on the chopping blocks, and all them people, even if you were able to delete your data, honestly, I don't think you can do it. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. I think once you send it, you sign that release, I think it's over. I think it's over. I do. I truly do. Aisha M, thank you for the super chat. Says Zeus is your baby daddy, sling nickel bags. Love and Hip Hop is your baby daddy is the plug. Yeah. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, Zeus is your baby daddy, slinging the nickel bags on the corner, but he don't really make no money. And yeah, Love and Hip Hop will be the plug. He only get £1 at a time though. Yes. Bessie K, thank you for the super chat. Says, Boo, I remember Kandi saying something about making the girls sign NDAs when she and Todd have their fun with them. Oh, I bet they do. Because Kandi don't want nobody to know. Every man. Lakeisha Ward, thank you for the super chat. Just cause, Boo, you deserve it, and we love you, Boo. Oh, I love you too. Thank you, Lakeisha Ward. I appreciate it. Bree, thank you for the super chat. I'm the historian of my fam. Never gave blood. Don't give blood. That's another thing. Don't give blood. Don't. Please, girl. The Dawn, thank you for the super chat. Isn't it interesting that 23 became popular during the panty? Yep, it sure did. And now after it didn't do as much damage as they wanted it with black people, they took people's DNA and are now going bankrupt. Absolutely. It's a coincidence, though. It's a coincidence. It's all a coinky ding. It's a coincidence. Y'all already know how that goes. Carolyn Johnson, thank you for the super chat. They get your DNA when you're born. As soon as you come out, they stick you and take your blood, as well as sticking us with unknown things. Absolutely. Absolutely. But that's why somebody put it in the chat. We got to start having home births too. Let's get back to having these midwives and having these home births. Let's get back to that if we can, okay? Tell, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. I really do. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Aisha, thank you for the super chat. What's the difference between the truth and a conspiracy? 3 to 6 months. I love that. I love that. 3 to 6 months. Hell, sometimes 30 to 60 business days around these girl child. Sometimes between 30 to 60 business days in 2025. Girl, please. I like that though, Aisha. I like that. My girl said 3 to 6 months. Listen. We got to be careful with this DNA testing. Y'all, it's going to take a little work, but I promise you it's going to pay off. Let's stop being reactive. Let's start being proactive. Let's do what we need to do to get to where we need to get and get the information we need to get. We are in the age of information. Any and everything you ever wanted to know is right at your fingertips. Go and get this information. Please, go get this information, okay? Them DNA tests are fake. They've always been fake. I don't care if they can find your long lost cousin in California. Of course, there's 2 different people or 2 people alive today that they can cross-reference the DNA. Of course they can. That still don't mean ancestral-wise that this is true. It's all fake. It was all a lie. Get my boy on here. Anybody who's been trusting in any of this DNA testing stuff, you've been played fat, you've been lied to.
It's survival. Survival. somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
They've been lying to you. And I need you to know that. Do your own research. Do your own research. But they have been lying to you for a long time, okay? Pay attention to everything, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you're returning, welcome back. Now, I got to get off of here. I got to do Love and Hip Hop. I didn't do Real Housewives. I haven't even watched it yet, to be completely honest. I was super busy yesterday. But I got to get off here because I got to do some other stuff anyways. But I will give y'all Love and Hip Hop Miami tonight. Shout out to everybody in the building. Love y'all down to the ground. I got to get off here. I'm about to Joce y'all out. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go! It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.